Hello, hello, hello. It's Joanna from Perfectly Creative with this month's Stamp Around UK video hop. And this month's theme is Fancy Fold or Fun Fold, whichever you prefer. So today I'm going to be making a card using DSP, and I got the idea from my upline, Michaela Titheridge, for her stamp stack that I went to last weekend, or previously, on a previous weekend, should I say. And she got the idea from Patty Bennett. So I'm sure if you look it up on Patty's YouTube channel, you'll be able to see what it is. So today I'm going to use and I apologise for the cat. I'm sure she's going to make an appearance any second. I'm going to use the Masterfully Made Designer Series paper. So this comes in 12 by 12 and I've just cut it down. So it's 6 inches by 12. So I have slightly changed the measurements based on what both Patty and Michaela did. Just because I wanted a slightly larger card. But I have checked and it does still fit in our C6 envelopes. So just so you're aware. So I've cut it so it's 6 by 12. And I picked this because A, don't you just love those flowers? But then B, fresh freesia. I love fresh freesia. But I am going to pick out some of the colours from this side as well to highlight. So to start off with, I am going to score this. So make sure my cutting blade is out of the way at 1 7/8. Really easy measurements. So 6 by 12. I'm going to score at 1 7/8. Don't press too hard because it is DSP. I'm just having to remind myself that. 4 7/8. And then 7 7/8. And apart from decorating it, that's it. I mean, how easy is that? So, as you can see the score lines on this side. You can just pick them out there. So to start with, I'm going to fold it on itself and get my bone folder out. And then fold it back and just concertina it really. And then fold it back that way. So you get this lovely, fold. So you get to essentially do 3. So you end up with, I suppose it's a W really. If you can see that, there we go, a W. There we go. And what you're actually going to do is, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I like it that way because then it shows off the flowers quite a bit. And I do love some flowers, but obviously you could fold it the other way. So then that bit's, so if I do it, she says, so it could be that way, but I prefer it the other way. I just love the flowers, and as Michaela pointed out, it's a great way to use up your design series paper because, you know, as crafters, we like to hoard our designer series paper. So if you have a load to use up, it's a great way to make some cards and use it up at the same time without having to just use tiny little slithers and it taking forever to get rid. So I'm just going to glue these 2 pieces down. So not the smallest bit, but the 2 middle panels. I'm just going to glue, and I'm going to glue on this side because this is slightly shorter than this. So obviously we don't want the glue to pop out. So I'm just going to run that over there. She says, oh, glue's a bit bunged up. It's the heat. I don't know about you. So when I'm filming this, I am doing it in the evening because it's a bit cooler in my room because it's been mighty hot. So just stick that down. There we go. So then you've got 1, 2. You can always put something on the back if you want to, but what I've done is I've picked out some of the colours in this side of the paper. So we're going to do well, it's up to you, but for me, I'm going to do matten layers, and I've split them between Berry Burst and Pretty Peacock, because hands up, who isn't happy that Pretty Peacock is back, and Berry Burst. So this one, so I've done a matting layer of Berry Burst at 2 3/4 by 4 3/8, and then a basic white piece at 2 5/8 by 4 1/4. So you just get a nice little border. So it's up to you. So this one will go on here, and it just beautifully. It's up to you whether you stamp on here, leave it blank to write your message. It's totally up to you. I am just going to add a little message, and I don't have currently, it is on its way, I don't currently have the stamp set that goes with this DSP, so I've pulled in Inked and Tiled, because this is another one of my favourites. As you can see, I've already got some mounted, so I'm just going to pull out the Lots of Love stamp. So I've already got some of the little flowers, a little flower and a bud. That was really stuck down there. So I just thought, because I'm going to make this a birthday card, because I'm forever needing birthday cards, and I'm going to mix it up a little bit. So I'm going to use Pretty Peacock on here, and I'm just going to stamp the Lots of Love in the middle. I'm trying not to get a ring around it. The trick is not to press too hard, so I'm just going to line this up with my grid paper. There we go. I have a tendency to be a bit heavy-handed. I'm also going to stamp the little bud. The little bud. Just in the corner. I'll just test it. I've just recently re-inked this, so it's a little bit, and obviously it's a distinctive type stamp, as in there are parts of it missing in order to give it that textured look. So I'm just gonna just stamp off before I do a second generation down here, because otherwise I'd end up with dark bits where I don't want dark bits, and vice versa. Okay, so I'm going to put that to one side for now, that ink pad, and I'm going to just bring in my seal. Which is super strong. I'm just going to give this an even border. And obviously if you want to, you can put it on dimensionals, give it a bit of height, because it is obviously a normal size card blank, but I think because we're doing a few layers, I might leave that to the top. Potentially. So that's the inside, and then in here again, exactly the same measurement for the basic white, the 2 5/8 by 4 1/4, and again it's a case of maybe you wanted to put something else there and actually you'd rather leave your message for the middle. Totally up to you. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use Pretty Peacock for excuse the cat. Could you get out of my light, please? I'm going to use Pretty Peacock for this layer, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it over and line it up with the Berry Burst underneath. Yes, hello Bella. So then I can see, hello Bella, then I can see Bella, where to go up to with my glue. because you don't want to go over that, otherwise you'll be sticking it to the layer below. Sorry, now she's trying to chew the wires. I mean, honestly. You know, those of you out there with cats, you understand. Let me just bring it down because, you know. Come on, Bells, out of the way. It's a good girl. Come on, you're blocking out my light. I never in a million years thought that would be an issue for me. Off you go. Good girl. Off you go. Not that way. Nope, she's not happy. She's got to do something. So, yeah, it's totally up to you. You can leave it blank. You can write an extra message. So I'm just using Berry Burst, and I've got the little flower from the set, inked and tiled. Just going to add a couple of flowers. You can always, I don't know, write an additional message, attach a gift card, just leave it as is. You don't have to put anything if you don't want to. You don't even have to add the layer if you don't want to. But why not? It'd be a good place to put a little gift card. So again, I'm just getting the even border around the edges, sticking that down. And then the top layer, I'm going back to the Berry Burst, and you do exactly the same thing to line it up. But obviously you're only going to put glue on this side. So on a very small piece. So let me just turn it round so I can make sure. So, you know, those of you with cats, you totally understand. I've been out all day, I've been at work, I've been out with a friend, I've come home and I've decided to film this. And Bella in particular feels a bit lonely and she likes to join me in the craft room. I'm just going to move that. This is my craft room, but it's also my office when I work from home. So she likes to join me when I'm working from home as well. And so anyway, I'm whittling on. So for the front of this, again, I'm going to do a bit of a combination. So I want to stamp in Berry Burst because, hello, how pretty is that colour? So I want to stamp in Berry Burst, and I'm going to use the largest image, the largest flower here, from Inked and Tiled, and I'm going to stamp it in Berry Burst. You can, of course, well, pick whatever stamps that you like, really. I could add some leaves, but I think I might just keep it clean and simple, which isn't usually something that I would do. And I'll stamp the sentiment in Pretty Peacock just to pull all the colours together. And of course you can add ribbon. I love Berry Burst. I am a purple girl, but I don't know. Controversial. Is it purple? Is it red? So this doesn't necessarily have to be straight, which I don't think I'm going to go straight actually. I'm going to go on a bit of a, I'm going to embrace the wonk, as they say. And I'm going to go like that and just stamp that down. Oh, so pretty. And then I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to make this a birthday card. So I'm going to stamp this in Pretty Peacock. And then we can see about some embellishment. And I'm just going to stamp that about there. So actually, it's a really quick and simple card. Like I said, great for using your DSP up, because, you know, we do like to hoard. Oh no, well, I certainly do. Well, I don't like to hoard, but the paper's just so pretty. And then it just gets a bit overwhelming for some people. When you've got lots, you don't know where to start. So we'll put that there again. And there you go. I mean, that's your card pretty much made. I mean, quick, simple, it stands up. What more do you want? I mean, really. So let's add some embellishments, because, you know, no card is complete without some embellishments, I hear you say. So you could actually do, because you could actually get away with, these are the in colour. You could actually get away with the Moody Mauve. Very similar. But, you know, let's not just go with the first thing I find. Although, if you're anything like me, you'll end up going back to your first thing. I mean, there is always my favourite, the iridescent rhinestones, which, frankly, there's just no beating them. I love them so much. Yeah, I think I might go with, I don't know, it's a toss-up. Do you know what? I think I might go with the iridescent rhinestones, because, you know, I feel like it would be rude not to. Let's get a bit of sparkle, a bit of bling going. And we can add a bit of a ribbon. We can add get my pokey tool. Now, let's decide on ribbon. So, as you can tell, I've planned this so far and then stopped. As you do. No, I don't like that. It's a bit heavy. I'm thinking a bit of Lost Lagoon. That might be quite pretty. Just a little bit. Let's try it, shall we? Just do a little bow. So I know everybody ties their bow slightly differently. I tie my bow differently depending on how I'm feeling. I do have a bow maker, which I have to say my dad made me years and years ago. I actually quite like it against the fresh freesia. Do you know what? Let's go for it, peeps. Let's go for it. Why not? But yeah, my dad made me a bow maker years and years ago. Just a simple wooden, just a wooden base with holes for some dowels, basically, that you can wrap your ribbon around. You know, nothing earth-shattering, but at the same time, so useful. So useful. So I'm going to put this on. I'll trim the tails in a minute. I'm going to stick this on with a glue dot. Excuse reaching over. So, well, I've got nails. We'll put that there. So, okay, and then right. So rhinestones. Because I can, I'm going to put some on different levels. So I can't believe that this video will be going out on the 1st of July. The 1st of July. It's crazy. Crazy. Cannot believe it. The 1st of July. Can't really see that one down there. I'll do that. And because, you know, I'm going crazy. There we go. 5 in a triangle type. And there you have it. What do you think? Do you like? I just think it's so quick and simple. We'll do that. Now, please don't forget, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I would be very, very, very grateful. And please don't forget to go and check out everybody else's videos, because I'm certain they have come up with some absolutely fabulous folds, which I will be giving a go as soon as I get the chance. But yeah, I love that card. So just quickly, I'm sure Michaela won't mind. So Michaela's Stamper Stack, we use Zany Zoo. How cute. And again, same thing. And because Michaela inspired me so much, I have now gone through, and for those of us that are demonstrators, or for you out there as customers that have hosted a party and you managed to get enough for your host pattern paper. So mine is a retired host pattern paper from 2022, but I have cut mine. I've cut mine all to the same size, and I've scored them all in readiness for making these cards, as well as I do still have some left to do, as well as cutting all the matten layers. I haven't done the white, the basic white yet, but so you can see I can sit in front of the telly and get them all put together. Quick, simple cards, uses up the DSP, but shows it off beautifully as well, because I mean, who doesn't love this DSP? And yeah, there you go. So anyway, so I hope you like that. I'll stop waffling now and let you get back on with what you were doing. Please check out everybody else that's in the video hop, and if you could give me a thumbs up and subscribe, which is down in the bottom right hand corner, I would be very, very grateful. And until next time, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.